You're looking live at Talladega Super Speedway for race number 5 of the Gen 4 Legends Racing League Series. As currently qualifying underway right now here at the 2.66 mile racetrack in Alabama. As I mentioned before, qualifying underway right now is who will be on pole position. The last Super Speedway we went to at Daytona, the season opener, Kilo Hankins got the pole position and won the race and won the stage, swept everything. A grand slam, even led the most laps as well. Can he repeat that here tonight? As currently right now on the racetrack, pretty much everyone has Eric Keplinger, one of the drivers on the racetrack currently right now. As our betting odds right now have the field. Actually, it's Eric Keeter who has the best odds right now, 3.8 for the 1, as Jason Lance goes top of the board right now with a 53.468. Malachi Drake also sets the lap time. Craig Martin, 22 machine, the real 22 right there. About a tenth or so off of Jason Lance comes across the line. Where will Eric Keplinger slot in? He will put himself on pole position for now, and not using the top side. Interesting there, decision about 60 machine as he goes top of the board. Aaron Brown right on the outside line. The Lincolns, Daytona pole sitter, Daytona winner, Daytona stage winner as well. That 72 Aaron's machine. Right in their wall, ripping the wall right there. Luke Farrell saying his lap there. So everyone else but Eric Keplinger right on the top side. There goes Malachi Drake. One of the first drivers set their fastest lap on their second lap there. Jason Lance as well. 69 thousandths of a second off Malachi Drake. Eric Keplinger coming off of turn 4. Can he improve? Hunter Terpstra goes up to 4th. Craig Martin goes up to 2nd. Yeah, Eric Keplinger get the pole position here tonight. A minute and a half left in qualifying. As coming across the line, where will Keplinger slot himself into? It will be 52.7. A little off there. He'll put himself in 4th. Some more drivers on the racetrack right now. Flo Hankins, our Daytona pole sitter. Currently on the racetrack, getting around a little further ahead. Coming off of turn 4 for him. As to the line they go, Malachi Drake about to cross the line once more. The other drivers as Luke Farrell goes top of the board for now. Can Aaron Brown beat lap time 52.5? Yes, he will. Aaron Brown, I believe, goes top of the board. No, second timing was off on our screen. He goes second. Kilo Hankins, can he go back to back here at the Super Speedways as he dies there in turn 1 and turn 2? Lucas Strayer coming across the line. Can he go to pole position here in the final few seconds? 40 seconds left in qualifying. Strayer doesn't look like he'll be able to. Evan McConnell through turn 3 and 4 there. Coming up 4, has plenty of time to get back to the line. It's currently Kilo Hankins still on pole position for now. Can he go back to back on pole positions at the Super Speedways? Through the trial will he goes. Evan McConnell crossing the line. Not going to be good enough. A half a tenth off of Kilo Hankins. He'll saw himself in 8th place. As Mike Rosero flash out across the line. Can he go pole position? No, he won't. Kilo Hankins will be on pole position here tonight at Talladega. Wow. Back-to-back poles here at the Super Speedways for Kilo Hankins. Daytona and Talladega. As what a pole for him. Well deserved for that 72 machine. As he'll roll himself off on the front row once more at Talladega. We'll be right back as the drivers do a quick little warm-up session, and also the drivers meetings as well. So take a quick break. We'll be right back here at Talladega Speedway for race 5 of the Legends Racing League. As back live here at Talladega. Currently the drivers rolling off here for 50 laps in total, 17 drivers in total as well. As we'll take a quick look at our starting lineup here for tonight's 50 lap race at Talladega. Starting on pole position. Actually, starting on pole position here for tonight's race is Kaloa Hankins. Outside of him is Luke Lafaro in second. And in third will be Aaron Brown, Lucas Schur in fourth. Fifth will be Malachi Drake, Hayden Lowell in sixth on the outside of him. Eric Heater in seventh, Michael Zero in eighth. Stephen McConnell in ninth, Craig Moore in 10th. Joseph Mag in 11th, Luke Peters, our points leader, in 12th. Jason Lance, 13th, Eric Kelvinger, 14th. Hunter Church, 15th, Zachary Thorne, 16th. And Finnegan Martin will round out our 17-car field here tonight. Those paint schemes on the ticker graphic there was not the right paint schemes, but we can go through them quickly. There's the front rail, front six about drivers, and we'll go through the middle here as well. Kind of look at their paint schemes as well. Emma goes on the outside there, McConnell on the inside there, Craig Martin on the outside, Joseph Magan in the 053, Burlon back, Hunter Terpstra, Jason Lance, Luke Peters as well. And then Finnegan Martin round out the field there in the 92-97 machine. And they're going way back there as well. So that's kind of the paint schemes we're working with here tonight. Just kind of want to show them off since they didn't show up on the graphics. But anyways, pace car pulls off the pit lane. And we're about to go green. I believe Zachary Thorne may have had technical issues there. And on back, he'll have to reset. His wheel might have had some issues. But anyways, coming to the green start zone. Kaloa Hankins takes the green, and green flag is out, and away we go here at Talladega Rusule. As the engines roar to life here, as Luke Lafaro currently being pushed by Hayden Lowell out in front. And Lowell all with the back bumper of that 54 machine. And Lafaro going to clear there. And now Mike Rosero working that 56 machine on the top side for now. As through turn 3. Oh, contact already! Big Greg Gill! Mike Rosero hard on the outside wall, into the fence he goes. He's stuck in the outside wall. And that's a big one already in lap 1. I'm not sure what happened there. Bad shove there. Wow, Michael Rosero dead in the fence. Hard lick for him in that 23 machine. I think Aaron Brown just gave Kaloa Hankins a bad shove there. And oh, death into the outside wall for a lot of these drivers. And a lot of them will have to use the faster pair as well. And Luke Peters also out of this race as well. So our points leader out early. Excuse me. Not points leader, but fifth in points out early, as Mike Rosero currently our points leader out as well. As we'll take a replay of that one there. That's just like pushing the pusher, pushing there. And that's really just what happened there. I think Aaron Brown getting pushed by Malachi Drake, and also Kaloa Hankins pushing as well. Just a kind of a racing deal there. But anyways, we'll take a quick break and we'll be right back here from Talladega. We're back live here at Talladega. I was about to go back green after the big one there. The drivers getting their damage fixed as well. Hayden Lowell lost connection during that caution. Zachary throwing guys real back plugged in, so he should be back on the racetrack. Unsure what happened to Luke Pierce there. Might just hit too hard and his game crashed or something like that. But anyways, about to go back green here on lap 5. And green flag is in the air. Look for our lead to the stripe as most drivers shooting the inside line. As now we're getting up to speed here. This nice sounding Gen 4 machine. Side by side of the race lead. Good shove here from Craig Martin to Aaron Brown. Not sure how aggressive these drivers will be now after seeing that big lap 1 wreck. How will they tone it down here? 5 laps in this one. As Brown and Martin are clear. Out in front, Malkovich also behind there as well. As will they slot back in line? As here comes Luke Cafaro with a good shove from Joseph Madigan. On the inside line, Brown goes to block and he'll lead. The first lap under green. Is out 3 wide for Craig Martin there in the middle. Malkovich going way up the top side now. Malkovich falls back as Muggers are going to fall back behind Hunter Terpstra. 2 drivers are falling back. Zachary Thorne, Hayden Lowell right now. And Kilo Hankins, who has no front end, did not take a fast spare for that first caution. That big wreck he was involved in, and luckily doesn't have a blown up engine or something. But here comes Eric here to the outside. He has no help though. He's going to block Craig Martin. He's going to give him a shove down into turn 3. Either will he clear to the bottom lane? Not quite right now, but he is clear if he wants it. The stage is in the lap 25, so the drivers want to. They can probably just chalk a little bit, but they also probably have to pay at least once here as well in this race, maybe even twice. Now the outside lane are really trying hard. Got Heater, Martin, Lance, and Strayer up top. Hunter Terpstra as well as the top 3 slot in line to the bottom. As Lance started in 13th, he's up 10 positions up to 3rd. Hunter Terpstra started 15th, he's up to 7th now. And then these drivers a little bit more calmer after that big wreck on the opening lap, and not as eager to maybe push each other as much as they saw how dangerous that kind of pushing the pusher type situation happened. And it's just so quickly how things can unfold here at Talladega at these speeds, upwards of 190. Currently Eric here out in front over at the rest of the field. With a huge run, Lucas Strayer, Aaron Brown up top. Joseph Madigan as well. As Finnegan Martin, rookie, in his first LRL start here tonight. Just at the fast lap of the race there. Currently sits in 8th place. As Strayer is clear, will he take the bottom lane? And Aaron Brown is clear as well. Yes, they will. Here comes Brown though. He's going to stay up top. Strayer all alone on the bottom here. No help, but here comes Eric Keeter. Will he give that 41 a good shove? 3, 3, and 4. Looks like Joseph Maggie will work well with Aaron Brown. As chaos there's 3 wide now as Finnegan Martin goes way up the top side. Malkovich slots in line there in the middle. 3 wide now for around 5th, 4th place. As we just completely lap 10. So these drivers did not pit last caution. So I think right now they can go probably, I believe they can make it to the end of the stage, but it'll be close depending on where they are on the racetrack. If they're leading for the majority of this one, I don't believe they'll be able to make it on fuel possibly to the stage. It will be close, like I mentioned. So now the outside line doing pretty good. As Malkovich goes slot in line to the inside. Under Aaron Brown and Joseph Madigan. Ooh, big wheel there. As they keep it straight for now through travel and now down into 1 and 2. As Malkovich, David McConnell working together well on the inside line for now. As four cars up top. Trying to do something. There's a little bit of separation on the top for now. As 15 laps to go, coming to 13 this time by for the stage. So how the field kind of just single file out for now as the top side looking pretty good as they were just a moment ago. Pretty discombobulated. As we go there, clear to the inside now. As it looks like you can make a lot of movement through these Gen 4 cars. That's why the Daytona comers and goers right now. You got the field. They're getting pretty racy right now as their pulsator Kilo Lincoln involved in that first wreck. Currently in 13th place. About to go a lap down possibly here in a few moments. Second place, who qualified 10th place, Luke Lafaro there in 9th place. In the middle of this front pack. As there goes Aaron Brown to the race lead now. As game pushed by Joseph Magan sideways there from Hunter Terpstra. As through the trial there goes a little bit of side drop there. Now it's 3 wide. Joseph Magan kind of in the second hole right now. He's getting help from Lucas Strayer here in the moment. As Hunter Terpstra way up top. But Lucas Strayer slots in front of Luke Faro as most of the field now. Single file through turn 2. Down the back straight. That's Khalil Hankins. Damage machine there front end. Got destroyed there on the first opening lap. Currently about to go 1 lap down here. As we're 15 laps into this one. Coming to 10 laps to go in the stage. Joseph Magan currently controlling both lanes right now out in front. He is all the back bumper of that 76 machine inside of him right there. Kind of caretaking how hard Eric Keeter is pushing Joseph Magan around this racetrack here as Aaron Brown on the inside. Aaron Brown, big slow there in the bottom lane. As the outside lane pushing really well, working together well here. As most drivers now going up top. A few drivers going to the bottom. That's Malachi Drake looking for the race lead here over Joseph Madigan. Down the back straight they go. Malachi Drake still on the inside line. As currently our points leader, Mike Rosero in 14th place. Not looking really good right now as consistency is very important in the points. Also, Kilo Ankins, who's one of the strong runners here so far this season. One of the only other drivers that get top 5 in every start he has. Not looking too good as well. Lucas Trader currently sits in 3rd in the points. He's currently 9th on the track. Eric Keeter 2nd in the points. Luke Morrow 4th in points. Luke Peters 5th in points, and him being having a bad finish here tonight, it's going to really hurt his chance at going back-to-back in the Legends Racing League. But he still has a shot here as here comes A-Rod with a huge run on the outside. Getting a big shove from Joseph Madigan. And the laps are winding down here for the stage. Like I mentioned, we have that one opening lap caution, first lap caution. Ever since then, we have been green the rest of the way. As area is clear, we'll go to the bottom. We'll stay with Joseph Madigan up top. Looks like they're both going to stay up top for now. As Hunter Tripshaw also in the mix here for 3rd. There's also Craig Martin there, Malachi Drake on the bottom lane, the bottom line. But it seems like the bottom line, the inside line has been very fluid. It's like one lane's good, one lane's bad. It's kind of just flip-flops every time, every other lap it seems like. Sometimes the inside has a huge run, the outside has a huge run. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out as Cole Lincoln's down pit lane in 14th place. He really needs a caution to come back in this one, or pole sitter. It's 3:34 they go. Craig Martin now currently leads the bottom lane. Being pushed by Malachi Drake. Coming the 6 laps to go in the stage. Now 5 laps to go. In the stage, Cole Lincoln just come out the pit lane and doing 2 laps down. How far can these guys go on fuel? Some of these drivers have not pitted here tonight. Some of them have. They topped off on fuel earlier in the first lap caution. Is that going to make a difference as well? As Hayden Lowell out there, going to go 2 laps down possibly as well. He had internet issues during the first caution, throughputed, lost connection. So unfortunate break for that 56 machine. But through 3 and 4 they go. How will they navigate the lap car here of Hayden Lowell as they come off of turn 4 and through the trial roll. Lowell gets stayed to the bottom. Everyone else has to move up the track. We have space given as chaos kind of ensues now. As Malachi Drake going to make it through by possibly. As Aaron Brown, Joseph Madigan is going to be really tough for turn 2. Bumping off the exit of the corner is not the best strategy here. But they make it through cleanly for now. As down the back straightaway they go. Eric Keeter making some moves as well. Here comes Finnegan. Martin in the 92 machine, excuse me, on the inside line. As coming up 23 this time by. 3 laps to go in the stage. Who will get the win here? As Finnegan and Martin around on the front bumper of Hayden Lowell's caution flag flies. And that will end the stage. As Craig Martin wins stage number, the only stage here. As we'll see what happened there. I think he just wanted the front bumper of Hayden Low possibly. He kind of chopped himself down. He wasn't exactly clear of Hayden Low right there. The second yellow of the night here on lap 23. He's going to roll down there. I believe Joseph Magan may have lost connection as well, as he currently not in the session, as like I mentioned, stage is over. So Craig Martin does win the stage here. As down pit lane they go. Who will be the first one off pit lane? Martin is first one into his stall there, most likely to top off from fuel and take 4 tires. Luke Faro misses the pit box right there. So pit lane to go. It's going to be Jason Lance, who took fuel only. Your right side's only actually for that 76 machine. Everyone else took 4 tires and a full tank of fuel. This could be Lance, first one off pit lane. So in a moment, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back here from Talladega, halfway through this one. As we're back live here at Talladega, halfway through this one. 26 laps down, 25 to go. It's coming to the restart zone. Jason Lance going to be control car, as most drivers chose the outside line. As the Geico restart zone to go. Green flag back in the air this time by. As Jason Lance, not the best restarts. Malkajic gets him out to line there. As he'll get cleared into turn one. As through the gears they go up to speed here down the back straightaway here at Talladega. Joseph Maggie and Luke Pierce, the only drivers out of this one right now. As Craig Warren giving a good shove to Jason Lance there on the outside line, leaving that line. As Lance goes to the bottom, as not quite clear. Is he going to be split middle? Yes, he will. As everyone goes up top to help Craig Martin. Jason Lance in the middle. Here comes Aaron Brown, going to give him a shove. Halo will go follow through as they're coupling down pit lane right now. Not sure why the 60 machine down pit lane, but in the meantime, right now, Malachi Drake leads. David McConnell in second, Luke Clefaro in third. There's absolute chaos in the pack here. 3 wide, Zachary Thorne, Jason Lance, Hayden Lowell as they double file back out. But up front now, side by side, Luke Clefaro and Eric here. Pushed together well here down the back straightaway. Now the outside lane forming up well as Aaron Brown and Jason Lance going to choose the top side, very top side there, 3 wide. Below hanging in the middle. He's 1 lap down. He's fighting that front left dog position over Hayden Lowell and Zachary Doran. Has 22 laps to go in this one. We already saw probably the big one here tonight on lap 1. We'll see it once more again here later in this race. As still 3 abreast here, Malachi Drake on the inside. Hayden Lowell, the lap car, gonna get his lap back the hard way. He's trying to stop. Aaron Brown pushing him. Jason Lance behind as well. That 76 machine. As still 3 wide. Hayden Lowell is clear though for the race. I guess not really the lead, but he gets a big shove from Aaron Brown, gets him loose. As Hayden Lowell to the bottom in front of Malachi Drake. Has 3 abreast coming to the line. It's going to be Luke Clefaro who leads that lap there. Getting a good shove from Eric Cooter. Aaron Brown has no real help on the outside line. As Jason Lance and Hunter Terpstra on the top side now, trying to help that 18 machine. Malachi Drake on the inside, pushing Hayden Lowell out in front. Remember, Hayden Lowell not in the race lead, he's just a lap down, getting his lap back. So currently, it's going to be between Khalil Hankins and Zachary Thornton. And who can get the wave around or the lucky dog position. As still 3 abreast, 4 rows of deep right now here with 21 laps to go. As tandem driving now in front of Malachi Drake, Hayden Lowell pulling away from the rest of the field right now. How long can this last here? How hot will those cars get? And will it be quick as well? As here comes Michael Rivero, the current points leader. He has a huge run on Malachi Drake with the help of Luke Clefaro. Can Michael Rivero take the race lead here for the first time tonight after being involved in a horrific accident on lap 1? What a story will be for that 23 machine if he can pull it off here with 19 and a half laps. It goes, Hayden Lowell around in front of the field. Everyone avoids, but caution flag flies. As wow, off the front bumper of Malachi Drake. As Hayden Lowell, he was in prime position to get his lap back, but that goes up in flames there as he'll have to take a fast repair and fix the damage of that 56 machine. As up down Eric Coupling, he's back out on the racetrack as well. After being put as Malachi just gave him a bad shove there in that 90 machine. As hard lick as everyone avoids that 56 machine. No one else got any damage there. As what a lucky turn of events there here in lap 31. I say know how to use his fast repair there, but in the meantime, we'll take a quick break as these drivers catch up to the pace car. We'll be right back here from Talladega. As we're back live here at Talladega, coming to 16 laps to go this time by Steve McConnell in the race lead here on the inside line. Mike Reserva points leader on the outside. The rookie Finnegan Martin in third. Luke Farrow qualified second. Curley in fourth. As green flag about to fly here with 16 laps to go, and green flag is out. McConnell will lead us to the stripe. Not a great start for the inside line. No hope for that 07 machine on the outside, way formed up there. As here comes Khalil Hankins. He's also one lap down right now as well. As now Mike Reserva, Luke Farrell looking well on the inside line. But here it comes, Khalil Hankins and Aaron Brown up top. They're working even better. Also up top, on 3 wide. Got Eric Keeter, Hunter Terpstra, and Malachi Drake. Trying to work together as much as they can. Aaron Brown in the middle right there. 3 wide now. Can he clear to the bottom? Not quite, as Reserva still out in front on the inside. As the aggression gonna ramp up here with 15 laps to go. We've only seen 2 cautions so far here tonight. Excuse me, 3. 3 cautions so far tonight. 1 lap 1, 23, and 31. Will we see another one here late in this one? We saw one a couple at Daytona. We ended the race under caution at Daytona. The green-white checkers. We'll see a repeat here at Talladega. We've had 4 different winners this season. Will we see a 5th as well? A lot of questions unknown here tonight. A lot will be answered here in these next 20 minutes or so. Still 2 by 2 through pretty much the whole field right now. As Khalil Hankins still 1 lap down, trying to get his lap back the old-fashioned way. Hayden Law as well, 1 lap down. He's right behind Eric Keeter, so those 2 drivers not too far behind each other. As I believe everyone will be good on fuel from here on out. As it looks like looking for on the inside line. Also, one thing I forgot to mention, under the yellow line is legal here. So if anyone of these drivers wants to take it, they can. As here comes Khalil Hankins to the point, gonna get his lap back right there. But Aaron Brown still side by side with the race lead between him and Eric Keeter. Here goes Michael Reserva on the inside. A little shoving, pushing up on backwards. I think Sagradorian and Finnegan Martin there. Sagradorian got his lap back last caution. There's 13 laps to go now. Time is winding down. You gotta get yourself to the front and get yourself in a good spot here to win this race. Is Hayden Lowell now in second, currently on the track, but Aaron Brown around! Khalil Hankins around as well in front of the field! And Luke Farrow, David McConnell hard on the outside wall. That's gonna bring out the 4th caution of the night. As we missed that one, I think Hayden Lowell just got into the back bumper of Aaron Brown. And caution here in lap 38. 3rd one of the night. I think Hayden Lowell just got into the back bumper of Aaron Brown. But right there, I think actually Eric Keplinger will now be the lucky dog position. But also Hayden Lowell will get his lap back as well. That's just a bad shove from that 56 machine. And unfortunately for some of those drivers, a lot of drivers unscathed, but a lot were not, as Khalil Hankins majorly damaged, I believe. I mean, his car looks okay, but he is out of the session. David McConnell really got the worst of it. I thought Khalil Hankins' car looked pretty okay. Took his roll bar. I mean, I don't know. But anyways, caution flag flies, but lucky dog will go to Eric Keplinger. And Lowell was, since he was in front, he will get his lap back for that one. But in the meantime, take a quick break here with 12 laps to go. We'll be right back from the Legends Racing Network. As green flag in the air, Eric here with a great launch there initially. It was really early, right after the paint car. As this really spreads out the field here with 9 laps to go. But everyone's got a huge run on Eric Keeter right now. As Will Muggers there, he's going to give him a shove there, but here comes Malachi Drake and Craig Martin on the top side. With a huge run down the back shore they go through 3 and 4. 6-car pack out in front right now. Now 7, excuse me, actually. As Aaron Brown looming in the background there. Lucas Strayer, Aaron Lowell, Dave McConnell, Luke Carl counter for long back. They still have time to try to catch up to his main pack, but it's going to be tough. As up the racetrack they go. As Aaron Brown going to make an aggressive 3-wide move there on Finnegan Martin. With 7.5 laps to go, he comes back throwing up top. Going to try to work with Malcolm. It's the top 3 are pulled away right now. It's Eric Keeter, Mike Rosero, and Jason Lance. As further on back, you got Lucas Strayer, Hayden Lowell, David McConnell trying to work together to get out in front, back up there. The main pack. They're about 1.3 seconds back, and they're gaining some time here on Aaron Brown and these drivers up front. And Malachi Drake and Craig Martin now trying to go. Eric Hughes just hit the fast lap of the race out in front. So those drivers trying to work together, not working together well enough, it seems like, as Heater just sets a fast lap. But Malachi Drake and Craig Martin are there. Here goes Drake to the top side with Martin with a huge run down the back straight they go. 6.5 laps to go here at Talladega. As 2x2, 2 rows deep. As Aaron Brown and Zachary Thorne, Finnegan Martin trying to work together. As this pack closing behind, they can try to bump chat each other up to the main pack and see how effective that is, especially once these drivers start to race up front here. With now 6 laps to go in this one. This could be anyone's race. Only one of these drivers have won this season. Actually, excuse me, 2 of these drivers have won this season in the whole field. That being Eric Keeter and Mike Rosero, who's currently 1 and 2 on the racetrack right now. As caution flag flies, and Zachary Thorne around, I believe. Slow as he has some left front damage, I believe, there in that 35 machine. There's caution here on lap 45. And we'll see what happened there. As it looks like there's a bad shove there, maybe from Lucas Strayer. Maybe I hit from behind though a few times, not exactly sure. The drivers behind is trying to gain some time on the drivers in front. Luckily, no one really got too badly damaged. We're gonna rack them up here. It's gonna be green-white checkered once more. As will anyone bring them down pit lane? How close are they on fuel? I believe they should all be good. Malachi Drake got bring around pit lane. Looks like maybe no. He's gonna fake me out. As Zachary Thorne comes down pit lane, as Eric Kelpinger will get his lap back. as well, so we'll be back on the lap here. In the meantime, we'll take a quick little break. We'll be back here with 2 laps to go here at Talladega. It's an unofficial green-white checkered attempt number 1. We'll be right back on the Legends Racing Network. As we're back here at Talladega Super Speedway. Front 2, the only 2 drivers in the field who have won a race this season, Eric Heater and Mike Rosero. Heater won last week at Chicagoland. Mike Rosero won 2 weeks ago at Las Vegas. 3 weeks ago, Las Vegas. Will we see a new winner tonight? There's 13 cars in total in lead lap. 11 of those drivers have yet to win this season. And we're about to go green here with the unofficial green-white checkered. As pace car pulls off, Eric Heater went very early last time. We'll do that same thing this time. Pace car is off, and through the restart zone they go. And Heater on the loud pedal right now pretty early. Not as big of a jump as he got last time, but green, green, green. 2 laps to go here at Talladega. It's Malachi Drake also in line there. Mike Rosero behind, slots in line behind. Malachi Drake is 3 wide middle. Lucas Strayer gonna split 3 wide for Craig Martin. Hayden Lowell gonna push him there. As getting up to speed through 1 and 2 they go. Mike Rosero with a huge block on Jason Lance. Heater goes up top, and Malachi Drake all alone with Finnegan Martin on the bottom. As Jason Lance got a split 3 wide middle, almost some contact there. Malcolm Dick squirrely there on the inside line. But Heater and Michael Rosero still clears. That's big run. Lucas Strayer and Halo on the top side. And behind them is Luke LaFaro as well. That's all around goes Jason Lance on the front bumper. Aaron Brown hard hitting the outside wall. And caution flag flies here. It's going to be another green-white checkered at Talladega. That caution comes out lap 49. As just drivers being as aggressive as possible. And it's our 5th caution of the night here. Actually, it's going to be 6 caution of the night. I believe Aaron Brown may have gotten to the back bumper of Jason Lance. Fortunately for Lance, he does have a fast car, so... Yeah, I think all those other drivers here, actually David McConnell does not. Not sure how badly damaged he is. But he's the only driver involved in that wreck that does not have a fast repair. But anyways, a quick break. We'll be right back here from Talladega. As we're back live here at Talladega, about to go to the first official green white checkered, and here on the loud pedal early here through the tribal. Could try to spread out the field a little bit early. As Micro Zero not clear to the bottom lane for Malachi Drake to maybe take advantage of that one. Drake has the advantage. Had the draft from Eric Keeter as up the gears they go, up to 150 miles per hour through turn 1 and 2. Get a little pushing Malachi Drake. As Micro Zero up top, gonna take the top side from Eric Keeter. As 2 by 2, 3 Rosie, now 4 Rosie. Lucas Scherer getting help from Luke Faro, the 2 Lukes behind Micro Zero. As here comes Eric Keplinger, just got his lap back a few laps ago. As through the back straight they go, through 3 and 4. Micro Zero now leads over Lucas Strayer. As here comes Halo with a huge shove from Finnegan Martin to bottom lane. As they're 3 abreast here through the mid pack. As coming to the line, oh Micro Zero! Harwood kicks in the outside wall. Hard hit, beat right behind. Eric Keeter survives there. Finnegan Martin survives. Zachary Thornton survives as well. As absolute mayhem just happened behind. As Micro Zero, the points eater, got a bad shove there, I think from Hayden Lowell possibly. And around they go. Off for turn 4. It's going to be a green white checker once more. As Lucas Scherer trying to push Micro Zero there. Micro Zero goes to the bottom of the track. And just kind of pushing the pusher right there. We've seen it multiple times tonight. People just being overly aggressive. Pushing the pusher. Not really one person's fault exactly, but unfortunately it had to happen that way to get us set for a good finish there late. Actually, looks like Kane was maybe searching for a gap there. Gonna take it 3 wide. I'm not sure if he was trying to do that or he just getting pushed from behind. But either way, mayhem ensues as the field done for the night. Micro Zero being one of those drivers, the points leader. Unfortunate for him, but right now, currently our race leader, Finnegan Martin. Take a quick break. We'll be right back here at Talladega. are back live here at Talladega for a final green wet checker attempt. The rookie Finnegan Martin currently in the lead. Zachary Thorne in second. Eric Keeter in third. It's going to be a big shakeup in the points right now. It's currently our points here. Mike Rosero and Eric Keeter in second in the points. Lucas Schur third. Looking for our fourth out of this race. Luke Pierce out of this race. Kilo Higgins out of this race. So pretty much 4 of the top 6 drivers out of tonight's race. So it's probably going to be the drop race, most likely. Anyways, pace car is off. And Finnegan Martin on the gas early. His green flag is out. We're coming to 2 laps to go. Final attempt here for the green red checker. If a caution comes out before they make the white flag, this race is official. Finnegan Martin got Eric Keeter behind him to help. Up top, it's going to be Zachary Thorne and Craig Martin. Aaron Brown in the wings as well as David McConnell in 6th place as well. Hunter Terpstra, Malcolm Drake, Lucas Schur not too far back either. That's a big shove there. Zachary Thorne now takes the race lead here through 3 and 4. Will they make it back to the stripe? And will we complete this race under green? Big shove there from Craig Martin. Coming through the tri-oval. Big run there from Malachi Drake and Hunter Terpstra. Lucas Schur in pursuit as well. Coming to the white flag this time by. This race will be official. White flag in the air. Aaron Brown going to make it 3 by 4 right now for second. Hunter Terpstra up top. Aaron Brown through the middle. That's all wrecking behind. Behind Zachary Thorne. 3 track. Car sweeping over. Aaron Brown around. Everyone else around. It's going to be Zachary Thorne out in front. Lucas Schur, David McConnell in second and third. Eric Keeter in the wings as well. He has no front end. So he's going to be majorly damaged. Getting pushed back. Joseph Madigan. Then here comes the Kepler who's in 5th place currently. As Lucas Schur kept up to Zachary Thorne here late in this one. He has the momentum through 3 and 4. Give Zach a big shove through 3 and 4 now. As coming to aisle 4. Start finish on a little further back. Here comes David McConnell. He has a huge run off of turn 4. Does he take it? A huge run. Does he take the momentum and try to do something with it? Coming to the stripe. Zachary Thorne. Lucas Schur, he can't use the yellow line. He's going to go low. It's going to be a side-by-side drag race. But it's going to be Zachary Thorne who wins here today at Talladega after having technical difficulties on the pace lap. But he wins it here tonight with a huge wreck happens behind him. As what a finish that was. Lucas Schur, I think, went out a little too late there. But what a finish. Zachary Thorne wins here tonight. Currently sits 9th in the points, 127 back, and that's going to be a huge momentum boost for him. And Lucas Schur, what a run. He might be second in the points after tonight. Here might be the points leader as well, but what a win for Zachary Thorne. Wow. As that'll make the 5th different winner this season. As unfortunately chaos ensues. That's kind of what happens at Super Speedways, but you know, people sometimes just being a little overly aggressive early in the race kind of costs them their faster pair. As big Browns here with Zachary Thorne as we take a quick break as he blows his engine there. Make sure no one can check it in the technical area. Take a quick break when we are back here at Talladega. We're back live here at Talladega. Let's get a look at our final race results here tonight. As Zachary Thorne will win here tonight. Lucas Strayer finishes in second. David McConnell in third. Eric Kelvinger fourth. Eric Heater fifth. Craig Warren sixth. Malachi Drake seventh. Hunter Tripsha eighth. Aaron Brown ninth. Finnegan Martin in 10th. Around at top 10 here. In 11th, Jason Lance 12th. Mugger 0. Luke Farrow 13th, Hayden Lowell 14th, Joseph Magan 15th, Kilo Hankin 16th, and Luke Peters in 17th place from Antarctica. As we will speak to our race winner of Zachary Thorne if he gets in here in a moment. Overall, a chaotic finish there. As we bring in our second place finisher of Lucas Strayers and Zachary Thorne. Not in the voice chat right now. Actually, Zachary Thorne just popped in, so I guess we'll get him in here real quick. Oh, Zach, you got a copy?
Yep.
So you get the win here tonight as they crash behind you. What was your thoughts when you saw that big wreck happen behind you coming off of turn 2?
Well, I saw the wreck and I was like, I thought it was good for a second, but then I saw Strayer right behind me, so I figured I was gonna get past really quickly, but he decided to stick behind me for most of it, I guess, and he was just happy to get a 1-2 with me, so happy for that.
Yeah, overall, just a great victory here tonight. I mean, you had wheel connection issues or something happened on the pace laps, and coming back
Yeah.
from that, just talk us through your day overall.
Before the race even started, I was like turn 4, I pulled the apron because my wheel disconnected and I had to reconnect it. So then I was stuck there for like 10 seconds. I was like half lap down. Then I got like a lap at some point. So then it was just like all up and down. But eventually, somehow, I don't know, I won. I really wasn't deserving, but I'll take it, I guess.
Yeah, well, you still win and you keep the streak alive for different winners each race. But anyone to thank for tonight's win?
Thank you for broadcasting. Thanks all the other drivers for a good race. Thanks to Will Cloud for sponsoring the race. Very iconic race name, even if I don't agree with it, but it's still iconic.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Jimmy Johnson is the GOAT 125.
I mean, personally, I disagree a lot, but you know, it's okay.
Well, anyways, congrats on your win here tonight at Talladega. We'll see you next week at Auto Club.
Thank you.
So Zachary Thorne, our race winner here tonight. We're going to speak to our second place finisher of Lucas Strayer. We'll bring him into an interview. 41 machine there. Oh, Luke, you got a copy?
Yeah, what's up?
So you finished in that second place spot and just it seems like you kind of just stayed behind Zach just a little bit too long and waited for your move coming to the line. You think you could have made that move a little earlier or maybe time just a little bit better as well?
Yeah, so when that wreck happened, I was like, wow, that was the whole field. I just have one guy left, and then I saw David drafting up behind us, and the drafting this is so strong. So I'm just thinking, like, if I actually jump out to try to pass Zach, we're just going to side draft each other, and then David's either going to pick one of us, or he's going to try to do something else, and who knows, maybe we all wreck, and then that goes bad. So like when you see your teammate in first place, the only thing I can think of is like, if I push him, I'm guaranteeing us first and second, so we'll fight it out. But yeah, just made the move a tiny bit too late when I didn't want to like jump out and turn him, so I was trying to like lead him up and then cut down. And as soon as I cut down, I realized I wasn't really pulling beside him. I was like, whoops, I was late.
Yeah, maybe just like not enough experience in the car to like make the last lap move possibly there as well.
Yeah, it's just a lot of like all these like cars nowadays, like they have like just an insane amount of like side draft, and this car does too to a degree. But I was definitely expecting more of like a Xfinity or truck or next gen level side draft. And when I pulled out, nothing really happened. I was like, oh yeah, this is a different car, so that ain't gonna work. But still happy to take second place after running in last place the entire race.
Yeah, and really good points there as well as you continue your top 5 streak. One of the few drivers to have 4 top 5s in the season, one of 2. So continue your top 5 run as well. So we'll see you next, or actually anyone I think for tonight's good run here at Talladega.
Yeah, I want to thank my uncle and aunt who just texted me saying, nice race, exciting finish. I was telling my family like I was guaranteeing at least a top 3, so glad I could actually I'm glad I could actually come back from that. And then shout out to my grandpa too. He's probably watching either right now or tomorrow, so he jokes I don't win enough a lot, so glad I'm finally at least getting interviewed so I can say hi to everybody. But yeah, woo, called my shot and it actually worked for once.
Yeah, well,
that's not happening next week.
No Trust Auto Club next week.
Oh, it's Auto Club. Oh,
maybe
I'll probably spin myself
no.
out. I'll do something like, knowing my luck, I'll spin myself out or do something dumb. I'm glad I didn't do anything dumb tonight.
Well, yeah, you ended up in second place here, and we'll see you next week at Auto Club.
All right, thanks.
So that was Lucas Strayer there in that second place spot. Just bring in our third place finisher of David McConnell there in third. The 07 machine had a chance, had a good run, just avoided the wreck as well. That was a big part of it as well. But we're in our third place finisher here. Hello, Dave, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
So you end up in third here. Had a chance late in that one, had a huge run. What do you think you could have done differently to maybe put yourself in victory line here tonight?
Well, I was kind of hoping that Luke there would try to make his move a little earlier and maybe drag them back just a little bit so I could maybe pass both of them. There wasn't a whole lot I could do. I still had about 5 minutes of damage on my front end, so I was just kind of trying to dodge the wreck there on that last lap and just hoping I could get something good out of it. And luckily we did.
Yeah, definitely ended up in third place, and I believe you were involved in a late wreck as well, one of the green white checkers ones as well, lap 49 or 50, something like that. So coming through the field as well, avoiding that wreck, talk us through that one.
Yeah, well, that last one, I just saw everybody start wadding up into turn one. And it's just, here we go. I just turned left and hoped that I didn't hit anybody, and sure enough, came out of it in third place. It just tried to draft up behind those guys. Just couldn't generate the run.
Well, it's still a great result for you in that third place spot. Anyone like thing for tonight's run here at Talladega?
Yes, Stephen Ray, one of my teammates, jumped in and crew chiefed me for this one. Did an awesome job. My teammate, Tony Brent, who makes periodic starts along with me, Brian Johnson, all my G-Force teammates, all my Texas Speed teammates, just all of them support me. A lot of them come into the chat and support me. I really appreciate all their support and couldn't do it without them.
Congrats on your third place here in that Talladega. We'll see you next week at Auto Club.
Looking forward to it. Best track on the service.
Yeah, definitely. As that was David McConnell there in that third place spot. Best finish of the season for him. As overall, a hectic race at Talladega, but you don't really expect anything less. Kind of chaotic, some good racing overall, but we didn't really see a lot of pack racing, I guess, in the last 10, 15 laps, or I guess 10, 5 laps there at the end. But overall, pretty decent races. Up next on the Legends Racing Network, we have next tomorrow night, Superstar Art Cup Series, Iowa. 8:15 p.m. Eastern Time, Chase race number 3, and the Undisputed Cup Series at Kansas. 2 races left in the playoffs for them, so it's crunch time for those drivers in the Undisputed Cup Series. And Friday night, in the World Cup Series at Kansas as well. Back-to-back Kansas races on Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And Bonfire Racing League, Dover at 9:50 a.m. on Sunday morning. And next week, the Legends Racing League goes to the Gym 4 Series, goes to Auto Club at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Talked about that a few times here tonight. But also, the Legends Racing Network hosting the Brickyard Dash Sunday morning, or Sunday afternoon, I should say, on the 27th around noon or so, when the live stream will go up. It'll be Street Stocks at the Indy Oval right before the Brickyard 400. So check that out if you're interested. Should be in the forums and iRacing and Facebook and whatnot on our Twitter as well. So if you're interested in joining that, you can sign up there as well, or you can just watch as well there. But thank you guys for watching here tonight at Talladega. Hectic race since the Jimmy Johnson is the GOAT 125, presented by Will Cloud, who's in Hershey, Pennsylvania, eating some Hershey chocolates on a Tuesday night. So we'll see you guys next time, and so long from Talladega.